Exactly, not too bad. We're gradually starting to warm up after a cold start this morning, and we'll see a mild afternoon ahead, but still remaining dry. It's been dry since about November 2nd. It was last time we've seen a trace of rainfall, and then we had to go back to last weekend on Halloween. That was the last time we've seen measurable rainfall, so it's been dry and quiet over the last several days, and that will continue even as we look ahead towards the next several days as well. King tides today and tomorrow. That's the highest of those high tides. Carry with that chance for some minor coastal flooding along the immediate coastline around midday high tide. We did see that yesterday as well as the day before, so it's likely we'll see it today and tomorrow. And it'll warm up as we get towards that next work week. We're talking the return of some 60s in the forecast. I'll have more details with that 7-day in just a couple minutes. First, I want to talk about daylight saving time that did end at 2 a.m. this morning. That resulted in an earlier sunrise. That was at 6:25. Absolutely beautiful, colorful sunrise this morning. And sunset will be a little bit earlier at 4:30 p.m. And it's likely that we'll see a colorful sunset, considering we'll likely see a few high-level clouds start to work their way in later on this afternoon and into the early evening. We'll likely see that along the south coast, Cape and the islands. It's also associated with a low pressure that's well down towards our south, just off the coast of the Carolinas. Now, low temperatures this morning, we were into low to mid 20s. It was cold out towards Nashua, Bedford, as well as Norwood. Mid 30s for Boston, as well as Worcester, and even into the upper 20s down towards the Cape and the islands. Temperatures now have gradually started to warm up. Mid to upper 40s for many locations, and we already just reached 50 in Fitchburg, a few 50s on the map for the Cape and the islands. So quite the jump in those temperatures over the last couple of hours. All thanks to that sunshine across southern New England. A wider look at satellite radar shows us the setup. I was talking about this low off the coast of the Carolinas. A few outer fringes of those clouds will start to work their way right along the south coast, Cape and the islands later on this afternoon. So a few extra clouds later on today. But as I mentioned before, we're talking about the king tides. So associated with that low pressure well down towards our south, some of the swells associated with that low pressure along with those king tides will result in some minor coastal flooding around the midday high tide today and also on Monday around 1:30. So that's just something to be mindful of for any of our coastal communities. Today, though, we're tracking mainly sun-filled skies. Temperatures warming back up mid-50s by 2 p.m. By 4 p.m., temperatures around 50, but heads up again, sunset is at 4:30 p.m. Today, see those highs into the mid-50s. Tomorrow, upper 50s, 60s returning as early as Tuesday. And here's a view of that 7-day forecast. I think you're going to like it, especially if you do like those 60s in November. Wednesday, we're back in the low 60s. 50s returning for Thursday on Veterans Day, which is seasonable for this time of the year. And then we see those 60s returning yet again Friday and Saturday. But that could be our next best chance for some showers later in the day on Friday, with a front moving through and a few lingering into next Saturday as well.